Hey guys, today I'm going to explain to y'all how I did some parts of each problem on my written exam for Module 2. So for number 1, we were to make a 3-loop Venn diagram to show where all 8 elements are, which is at the top right here. A is B union C, which means the set of all elements that are in B or C. So we shade in this whole area right here that's under A. And F, D, H, and G are in B or C, as you can see in our 3-loop Venn diagram at the top. For B, the upside down U indicates an intersection of 2 sets. A intersection B is the set of elements common to both A and B. So we would shade in this middle part right here, and D and H are an intersection A and B. C is B intersection C, which is the set of elements common to both B and C. So D and H are in B intersection C, which is this shaded section right here. Now we are going to skip down to number 2. For number 2, we are supposed to describe which shapes are found in each set, and this is our key here at the top, as you can see. So for A, we are supposed to find which shapes are in the set L intersection H. Elements in set L are large, and elements in set H are hexagonal. The intersection is the set of shapes that are common to the set of large shapes and hexagonal. So the intersection is the set of large hexagonal shapes. For B, we are supposed to find the shapes that are in C union H. So we list out our elements, which is the elements in C are circles and the elements in H are hexagons. The union is the set of hexagons or circles. Now we are going to skip to problem 3. For problem 3, we are supposed to write the Indo-Arabic equivalent of each of the following and show all of our keys for the translations. So for A, I wrote down my keys right here. So the numeral contains 3 10,000s, 5 10s, and 4 1s. We are supposed to write the numeral as a sum of these 3 values and add them together. So this would be 30,000 plus 50 plus 4, which equals 30,054. For B, we have Roman numerals, and here's my key right here. We write down which each Roman numeral represents. M represents 1,000. CM represents 900. The 3 X's represent 30. VI represents 6. And V represents 1. Now we add all of these numbers together, which would be 1,000 plus 900 plus 30 plus 6 plus 1 equals 1,937. For C, we have this problem right here, and I have my keys written down. We are to first find the value of the placeholder in each position, which would be 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 1 equals 41. And then we multiply each placeholder by its place value, which would be 41 times 1. Since there's only one position, the numeral is 41. Now we are going to go down to problem 4, which is lattice multiplication. The first problem is 28 times 32. So we make a box like the one under A, and we put 28 at the top and 32 to the far right side. And the first thing that we do is multiply 3 times 2, which is 6. So we put a 0 at the top and then a 6 at the bottom of that square. Then we multiply 8 times 3, which is 24. We put a 2 at the top and a 4 at the bottom of that one. And then we do 2 times 2, which is 4. And we put a 0 at the top and then a 4 at the bottom. And then 8 times 2, which is 16, a 1 at the top and then a 6 at the bottom. And then we add our numbers diagonally, starting from the bottom right. So 6 would just be 6. And then 4 plus 1 plus 4 equals 9. And then 6 plus 2 equals 8. And then 0 plus 0 is 0. So the number would be 896, which would be the answer. 28 times 32 equals 896. I did the same for all of the problems below. Now we are going to go down to number 5, which is where we are rounding to the leftmost digit. If the number to the right of this is 5 or more, we add 1 to the number you are rounding. Replace with zeros all digits to the right of the position you are rounding. So the first problem is 883 plus 465 over 134. So we would round 883 to 900, 465 to 500, 134 to 100. We would then put 900 plus 500 over 100. I messed up right there. And this equals 14. For B, we have 5 times 254 plus 525 over 35 plus 7. So the first thing that we are going to do is add 35 plus 7 together, which is 42. And then now the expression is 5 times 254 plus 523 over 42. And now we round these numbers together to the leftmost digit. So 254 would be 300, 524 would be 500, and 42 would be 40. So now the expression is 5 times 300 plus 500 over 40, which equals 50. Now we are going to go to number 6. For number 6, we are performing the following operations in the relative base, which is base 5. So base 5 is all the numbers before 5, 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So for A, we have 432 with base 5 plus 133 base 5. The first thing we have to do is add 1's column together, and 5 is not a digit symbol in base 5. So we have to carry 1 over to move the 5, and we put a 0 in the 1's place. And then we add 3 plus 3 plus 1 together, which is 7, and 7 is also not a digit symbol for base 5. So we carry 1 over again to move the 5, and we put 2 in the tens place because there are 2 left over. And then we add 4 plus 1 together, which is 6. And 6 is also not a digit symbol for base 5. So we carry another 1 over and put a 1 in the hundreds place because there's 1 left over. And then a 1 goes in the thousandths place as well. So the answer would be 1,120 base 5. Thank you, guys.